they're going to have to save their work, but when they come back to it, they should not hit Use this template again. They should simply go to their Documents tab to fill that assignment out. So first time, Use this template should only be clicked once. Otherwise, if they keep hitting Use this template each time they come into LiveText, they're going to be creating a new document every single time. So starting the assignment, I can see that I have different tabs that need to be filled out, and I have my first box that needs to be, my first box that contains standards. The Details tab is where students would enter in any information that you required of them. And for now, we'll just add some information. And then they can save their work. And within this view, it's pretty much like the faculty view where you enter information, copying and pasting. The same issues with copying as plain text would also be noted for students, because as a student, I want to point out that that was a major concern with copying and pasting within LiveText. So using the copy to plain text tool would be helpful in instructing students through that process of using a Word document and copying that over into LiveText. So I also can name my section, and I'll just name it example for now to show you the work that I have completed. And once I've gone through each of these sections, I can finish the information, and then I can also, if I had certain sections that I didn't want to be shown, I can also hide those sections, or I think I can delete those sections as well. Were you guys familiar with hiding and unhiding selections?
This is John, yes.
Are you familiar with those two?
I used it when I was printing a document out. I could say, don't print this section, and it wouldn't show up.
Okay. And the student can actually do that from their end as well, and by going into the Manage Sections tab. And here they can hide or unhide certain sections. So for now I can show you that I can hide this section, and when I go back to it, we won't see that section that I just hid. It's no longer in sight. But if I wanted to show that back again, I would simply go to Manage Sections, and I would unhide that. Okay. So I'll save and finish. Actually, for now, I am going to hide all these sections since I did not complete them. Okay. And we'll save and finish. So if I click on my Details section, that one section that I enter information is the only one that's showing up for now. Okay. So we'll say that we've finished the assignment as a student, and I have two options when I'm done. I can submit the assignment to my instructor, or I can send my assignment in for review. And like I said earlier, I can send things in for review to other people not related to the class within LiveText, or I can even send this document for review to other people outside of LiveText. Okay?
But when creating an assignment from the dashboard, students will always, or at least in my experience, always be submitting the assignment. The send for review is usually a separate function. So if you have committees or third-party assessors that need to assess a document, usually that's done via send for review and not through the courses area. Does that make sense, guys?
Okay. So I'm going to submit my assignment to my instructor. And now I have to choose exactly which assignment I am submitting. And my assignment was submitting and reviewing. So I'll simply click on that radio button, and it's showing that that's the artifact I'm submitting and reviewing. And if it's the wrong one, I can remove it and choose the right one. But since I know this is the right assignment and I see it down here, I'm going to say Submit Assignment. And the progress bar shows me that in yellow, so I'm awaiting assessment. So when I, as the student, go back to my dashboard, submitting and reviewing is now in yellow, telling me that my instructor has yet to assess my assignment. Are there any questions so far? Okay. So that's what the student would view on their end in terms of finishing the assignment that you created for them. Now, going back to the faculty view, on the faculty dashboard for submitting and reviewing, I have 16 students in red who have not finished the assignment, and I have 1 student in yellow who has finished, meaning I need to assess this student. So if I click on my progress bar will then bring me to a list of students within the class, and this list shows me the students in red who have not finished it and the 1 student who has finished it. So to assess this student, I would simply click the box and assess selected students. And the assignment should pop up down below. And we have an assessment rubric that we can grade the students with. And when you use the rubric, it's definitely nice that there are several options of using the comment boxes, and you also have the option of seeing the information required within each of the fields to obtain that level. And when you fill out the rubric, you can add a comment for each of the levels that the student has achieved. So actually, let me choose that they met target, and I'll say that they did a good job. And adding comments throughout the rubric is really nice because the students actually see what they did to achieve that grade or what they needed to do better in order to get a better grade. So take advantage of using the comments within the rubric. Okay. So I'll highlight my box, and yes, you can see down here in the corner that this rubric is also showing you the points that have been obtained in completing the assignment. But what's most important to you is the information within the boxes that you've filled out in terms of data collection. Okay, so clicking these boxes is what's important to your administrator. And once you've done that, you can also go through the assignment. I went a step ahead of myself. You can go through the student's assignment, and you can actually add comments about the work that they have submitted. So if I clicked anywhere in their document, at this point in time I can say that you did a good job, but need more explanation. Okay. And then you can save that. And so when the student actually comes back to view their assessment, they can see the comments that you've written for them. Or you can add a general comment for the entire section. And this will show as well for the whole area, and you don't have to create comments within the section. Just as a general area, you can add that comment there. Okay? So once you have comments and you have the assessment rubric filled out with the comments, you can also post a grade, whether it be a letter grade or a percentage. It's nice to have that for the student to see, and you can add any comments in addition to what you've added. So once you have the assessment finished, you can submit the assessment. But let me back up with this request resubmission. If the student accidentally handed in the wrong assignment to you, or they notified you earlier that I had turned in the wrong assignment to you, you can have a request resubmission, and this will actually bump the assignment back to the student so that they can go ahead and fix any errors or attach the correct assignment and resubmit that to you. So that's a nice option, but request a resubmission is only something that you can do. So a student, if they did submit the wrong assignment, they would specifically have to come to you in order for you to allow that for them. So other options up here. If you didn't finish the assessment, if you wanted to, if you only